We've all had those days where the kitchen feels like a battlefield. You want to make a simple cup of tea or a bowl of soup, but your hands just won't cooperate. Maybe it's the arthritis. Maybe it's the tremor that shows up when you least expect it. Or maybe you're just tired of fighting with jars that were clearly designed by people half our age. One of our viewers, Margaret, told me that asking for help to open a jar made her feel like she was losing a piece of herself. She's 74. She lives alone in the house she raised 3 kids in, and she said the worst part wasn't the pain in her knuckles. It was having to wait by the phone for her son to have a free evening, just so she could make herself a proper dinner. She told me, "I didn't think a pickle jar would be the thing that made me feel old." I hear versions of that story every single week.
There's Dolores from our comment section, who said she started skipping recipes that called for chopped vegetables because her fingers would seize up halfway through an onion. There's Joan, who wrote to say she'd fallen off a step stool reaching for a stock pot and spent 6 weeks in physical therapy for something that should have taken her 10 seconds. These aren't small inconveniences. They're the moments that quietly convince smart, capable women that they can't manage their own kitchens anymore. And that's simply not true. Well, today we're taking that piece back. I'm going to show you 3 revolutionary gadgets that don't just make cooking easier, they make it painless. And the last one solves the bending and reaching problem that is the Waterloo of every senior kitchen. Gadget 1, the one-touch electric jar opener. Now, you saw my spoon trick in an earlier video, and that's great for a quick fix on a good day.
But if your hand strength is truly at a low point today, you shouldn't have to fight at all. This is a one-touch electric opener. You set it on top of the jar, you press one button, and you walk away. It does the rotational work for you. Think of it like this. Why use brute force when you can use better physics? This little tool doesn't care about your grip strength, your knuckle swelling, or whether you slept well last night. It just does the job, every time, the same way. I think about Ruth when I talk about this one. Ruth is 81, and she told me she used to keep a rubber jar gripper in every drawer of her kitchen, plus one in her purse, just in case she needed to ask a stranger at the grocery store for help getting into something before she even got home. She said the electric opener was the first thing in years that let her make her own salsa again, start to finish, without calling anyone. She called it getting my Saturdays back. That's really what this is about. It's not just a gadget, it's an independence tool. No more waiting for your neighbor or your grandson to come over just so you can have some pasta sauce on a Tuesday night. No more planning your meals around who happens to be free to open a jar for you. You decide when you eat and what you eat on your own schedule. And there's a dignity piece here that I don't think gets talked about enough. Needing help with something as small as a jar lid can feel disproportionately large, especially if you've spent your whole life being the one who did the cooking, the one everyone else leaned on. Getting that back, even in this small way, matters more than it sounds like it should.
Gadget 2, the ergonomic multi-peeler. Chopping and peeling is where most kitchen guilt comes from. We stop making the fresh recipes we love because the fine motor skills required just hurt too much. So we reach for the jarred sauce, the pre-cut vegetables, the shortcuts, and quietly we start to feel like we've given something up. Look at the handle on this peeler. It's wide, it's rubberized, and it's non-slip. Instead of gripping with your tiny finger joints, which arthritis loves to attack first, you use your whole palm. It's a small change in design, but it moves the work away from the exact joints that hurt the most. A woman named Peggy wrote to me after one of our earlier videos and said she hadn't made her mother's beef stew recipe in almost 2 years because peeling a full bag of carrots and potatoes left her hands aching for the rest of the day. She said she finally tried a wide-handled peeler like this one, and she made that stew for her granddaughter's birthday. She said her granddaughter had never even tasted it before. That's not a small thing. That's a family recipe that almost disappeared,
saved by a $2 handle redesign. It's a small change that saves your energy for the part of cooking that's actually fun, which is the eating, and honestly, the sharing. So many of the women who write to me aren't just cooking for themselves. They're cooking because it's how they show love to the people around them, and losing that ability feels like losing a way of connecting, not just a chore. Gadget 3, the Waterloo solver, under cabinet sliding racks. Finally, let's talk about the Waterloo of the kitchen, reaching and bending. Storing heavy pots in low cupboards or jars and spices on high shelves is a recipe for back pain, and honestly, it's a recipe for a fall. I want to tell you about Evelyn, who's a regular in our comments. She's 78, and she told me she'd been putting off using her big cast iron pan for over a year.
Because it lived on the bottom shelf of a deep, low cabinet, and getting down to it and back up again left her dizzy and sore. A pan, something she used to use every week without a second thought, had become a project that required planning and recovery time. These sliding racks are a game changer because they bring the items to you. No more getting on your hands and knees, and no more standing on a shaky stool that wobbles the moment you shift your weight. They pull out or drop down to about waist height. You take what you need and you push them back. If you're worried about installation, don't be. There are versions that just tension fit into your existing cabinets. No drilling, no contractor, no waiting on anyone's schedule but your own. It turns your kitchen into a low-resistance environment where your home works for you instead of the other way around. I think that phrase, low-resistance environment, is really the whole philosophy behind everything we cover on this channel.
Your kitchen shouldn't be an obstacle course you have to steel yourself for every morning. It should be a place that meets you where you are today, whether today is a great day or a stiff, slow one. Managing a home as we get older isn't about being tough. It's about being strategic. You deserve to feel capable in your own space, the same space you've probably managed for decades, through raising kids, hosting holidays, and feeding the people you love. Margaret, by the way, called me a few weeks after she first told me about that pickle jar. She said she'd gotten the electric opener and the peeler, and that her kitchen finally felt like hers again, instead of something she had to brace for. She said the strangest part was how much lighter she felt, not just in her hands, but in general, when she stopped needing to ask.
I want to hear from you in the comments. What is the one task in your kitchen that feels like your Waterloo right now? Is it jars? Is it chopping? Is it the high shelf you've been avoiding for months? Let's find a hack for it together, the same way we found one for Margaret and Ruth and Peggy and Evelyn. And if you found this helpful, share it with a friend who might be struggling silently, because so many of these women were struggling silently until someone finally asked. We're in this together. I'll see you in the next one.